It's Daniel, and welcome to A Year in the Life. So today I was just going to go over what my next quick trip. I mentioned it in my last video, but just if you weren't here, I am going on a really quick little vacation, 2-day vacation, over to Nashville actually for a convention. My goal is to get a book signed that I've just recently started to collect signatures for. But most of you will not know this book. But just to show it, it is the Middle Earth strategy battle game Armies of the Lord of the Rings book. Super popular, I know. But the goal is to get as many of the different people or different actors from the movies to sign this book next to their respective page. So this book is a army book, I guess, for all of the different people in Lord of the Rings for a game that is made by Games Workshop called the Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game. And so my goal is to get as many people from, I don't care who was playing it. It could be some random person that was an orc. It could be anybody to sign the book, as long as they were in the movies. At the moment, though, I'm going for the people that I know were in the movies and that I know the names of. And so I've got all 4 of the hobbits. So just as to show you, I've got Frodo, I got Elijah Wood, we got Dominic Monaghan signed that one there, and then we got over there we got Sean Astin to sign for Sam. Now Billy Boyd, I would have had signed that same page, except Dominic Monaghan did take up a little bit of that page, so instead I got Billy Boyd to sign on his own page over here, which was pretty freaking cool because he took up a lot of the page, which is fantastic. It was really, really cool. So now, for my trip to go to Nashville, I was like, well, who do I need to get some signatures for? I want to get signatures for everybody that played the Fellowship. Ian McKellen is, I don't know about notoriously hard to get signatures for, but he is probably one of the hardest to get signatures for, simply because he lives in the UK, and you can get signatures through his talent agency, or you can, you could try to meet him, essentially. And so this will definitely be one of the hardest things that I can get for this specific thing. Be it under Gandalf the White, Gandalf the Grey, any of those different pages, be a little bit more difficult to get. The other one is a little bit harder to get as well, is going to be John Rhys Davies. But that one is what I'm going to go for in Nashville. There's a convention there that is going to have him there to sign for, well, I guess to signature, or for signatures. And so my goal is to go. I'm flying a decent ways to get over there and to get a signature from him to sign on Gimli's page. And so that'll be in a couple weeks from now, and that'll be pretty freaking cool. That'll be a pretty big trip. It'll be just me traveling a pretty long ways. I want to see if I can meet some friends that live in that general area, but otherwise it'll be just me trying to find my way around Nashville, which will be pretty neat. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to that trip, and hopefully we can get the signature. Now I know Orlando Bloom is doing another one that's pretty, I don't know about soon, but it's in August. I think I'll probably be busy during that time, unfortunately, but there's still a few other ones that I would definitely like to get the signature of. I know that there are some signatures that I can't get any longer, of course, so I couldn't get Christopher Lee's signature for Saruman, unfortunately. Rest in peace, of course, but so there's some that I'm gonna have to either find a way to work around. Maybe I can get something that'll I can tape in or attach to the book in order to make that signature be there, in some fashion. But for the time being, I'm going to go for the people that I can get signatures for. And that is going to, I guess, started with the Hobbits, and now we're going to try to go for Gimli. And hopefully we can get, everybody everybody else. Viggo Mortensen, and everybody. Anyway, I'd like to get as many people as possible. Now, the one that's probably going to be the hardest one to get, and well, maybe not the hardest one to get, but it'll be pretty darn hard to get because I don't know how often he gets signatures out there. But my favorite orc from the whole franchise, and orcs are pretty darn hard to get signatures for just because they're, maybe they're not as well known of actors. But Lurtz, the guy who plays Lurtz, I would love that signature in this book. I don't at all know how possible that would be. If, for whatever reason, you're watching this and you're like, dude, I can get that signature. I could totally get that signature for you. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Be like, hey, yeah, just hit me up. Reach out. Whatever. I will do whatever I could to get the signature for Lurtz in this book. That would be freaking awesome. Anyway, just wanted to give you the quick update of, that's what I'm doing. That I wanted to let you know that was the trip that I'm wanting to go on pretty quickly here. And so I'm not counting it towards my goal of more travel. I know it counts technically towards more travel, but it's not exactly what I'm going for, per se. This is kind of its own goal in its own way. I just decided that I wanted to get these as soon as I got the 4 Hobbits. I was like, wait a minute, these have everybody in there. How many people can I get? And that'd be freaking awesome. Anyway, pretty quick video. I thank you for joining me, and if you know somebody that has been in costume on a Lord of the Rings set. Now, The Hobbit doesn't necessarily apply to this book, but I will get anybody to sign my book that is for The Hobbit as well. If you know anybody that is willing to sign one of the books, that would be fantastic. Just let me know. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next step. Bye.